Whew, okay, 4,000 of you. Wicked, awesome, not terrifying. I hope y'all like Pokémon. I've been around the new Pokémon games a lot since their release. I've completed it myself, I've watched my partner complete it, I've watched my friends stream it, I've edited footage of it into videos. I have immersed myself in the Galar region a hell of a lot since these games dropped. Far more than I did with Alola or Kalos or even Unova, which was home to Black and White, my previous favourite games in the series. And it wasn't because these games are mechanically groundbreaking, they play pretty much the same as any other main Pokemon series title, save for the new Dynamaxing feature, which, by the way, I do very much enjoy. It makes the already hype as fuck stadium battles even more hype as fuck, but that is not what we're here to talk about today. I enjoy simply existing in the region of Galar. I enjoy walking around the cities, travelling through the routes, going camping with my Pokemon in the wild area. This isn't about the plot or the battles, it's just the world. I feel at home in Galar, and I think part of it is just the world is just so quintessentially British. Like, they really nailed the Britishness of it all. All the towns feel like real silly British towns names, like I'm sure I've been through Wedgehurst on the train. The regional slang is almost perfect, with Hop saying he feels gutted, a stall owner greeting you with "Ay up," and even someone tells you to shut your gob at one point. And the look of Galar is pretty spot on. I've seen this little entryway with the rain mats on the coat hooks. I've seen the post boxes, I've seen the canals, the little industrial back alleys. They're all there. Right down to the bins. They've got the bloody bins right. How do you know what our bins look like, Junichi? But it's not just that. Yes, I can see the inspiration behind every choice, but that can't be the only reason I've loved being in this region so much. I recognise a lot of Kalos, but I didn't feel at home as I do here in Galar. And I think it's down to one concept. A Scandinavian concept known as hygge. The word hygge comes from a Danish word meaning to give courage, comfort, or joy. It's used in Denmark and Norway to convey a mood of coziness and comfortable friendliness, coupled with feelings of contentment. It evokes images of a warm cup of hot chocolate by the fireplace in the middle of winter. It's meeting 2 or 3 people in a cozy coffee shop, inviting a small handful of your closest buds over for an evening of board games. Mike Viking, the CEO of the Happiness Research Institute in Denmark, described hygge as socializing for introverts, as it exists only in the complete absence of stress and nuisance, and feeds off feelings of happiness and relaxation. And the Galar region is all about this. Everything about this region is taking away meaningless nuisance and making the world as comfortable as possible. I recall watching my partner and our friend playing this game together, camping in the wild area, and the words, "I love this, it's so comfy," left his mouth. These are the first games in the series that he's put so much effort into finishing the story for, and it was this feeling of comfiness that pushed him to see more and more of it. And it can be seen really in 3 main aspects of the game. The first one is the story. Some have criticised the story of these games as happening around you rather than with you. When catastrophic events happen, the champion of the region, Leon, is the one that jumps in to take care of it, rather than leaving it to you, a small child. Which makes a lot of sense to me. Like, that way just works, if you ask me, but whatever. The progression of this game focuses not on saving the world from an existential threat or a team that wants to destroy the universe. Its focus is on fostering a close friendship with your partner Pokemon. It's exploring the world and taking on the gyms when you feel ready. The gym challenge is the main challenge of the game. It's right there in the name, but it's not a threat. It's a push to see more of the region, to see what you and your ever-growing team of friends can do together. Once you do get to a threat within the game, it's late enough in the game that you're confident enough in your abilities and you're not scared. Even in the end game threat, the hygge is so ever-present that fear and threat are minimized. Take a previous game in the series, Pokemon Emerald. I loved this game, and there's a lot of positive things to be said about it, but upon replay, I don't feel attached to my team. I'm keeping them there for tight matchups or because it would take too long to train up a replacement. And the story bounces between gym challenge and evil team and weather research, and none of it really sticks around. I don't feel immersed in any of this story. It just feels like you're ping-ponging to the next area of interest. And this isn't just something exclusive to Generation 3 either. Previous to these new regions, I've never felt like I could just stop and take a moment to explore the world. I was always running to stop this big threat, which again, there must be someone more suited for the job than me. But Galar makes a point of not having that. It's a journey, not a chase. The mechanics. I want to start off with camping. The camping in the Galar region is distilled Hygge. You get all your team out of their Pokeballs, you throw up a little campsite, and you see all your new friends interacting with each other and playing. You can throw balls and play with toys to increase your friendship with them. You can even cook with them over an open fire and make these delicious, beautiful curries. It's a nice, peaceful, and Hygglicht way to raise your friendship, raise your levels, and even catch new Pokemon. There's no threat of the Pokemon being knocked out, no worry that by taking this moment of peace that you're letting something disastrous happen, as we just discussed. And it's lovely, it's safe, and it's comfy. But comfiness can only be, well, comfortable if it feels right. And I think a large part of the comfort and therefore Hygge of this game is that the player feel at ease and comfortable in the atmosphere. And a large part of that, at least when I was playing, came from the character customization. I chose the male character avatar, which never really felt right, but closer to right than picking the female one. And I found the breadth of customization allowed me to go from this to this. To learn that I didn't have to compromise on my unusual hairstyle and could find clothes that made me look androgynous or punky or just like I'm doing a lazy weekend. It all adds to the comfort and the warmth, the whole experience of having a player character that looks like you, rather than simply playing as an empty avatar. I think this particular aspect of Hygge spans from a greater sense of familiarity, which drives me to my next point. I was talking to an American about this game, whether or not they felt the Hygge I did during my experience, and they agreed that the game really felt like home, but only the first time they fished up a Magikarp. Magikarp, for those that don't know, is a really useless but really common Pokemon that's found everywhere in the world. And the mix of old Pokemon to make the region seem familiar and comfortable, with new Pokemon to heighten the feeling of discovery, made this game feel more welcoming than any other in the series. Hygge is about feeling safe, it's about the absence of threat, and that comes with feeling at home, feeling in familiar territory, and feeling like yourself. The aesthetic. Galar is warm. Not like warm, I mean it's based off Britain, so it's cold and rainy and foggy most of the time, but it's warm. The region is filled with yellows and oranges and reds and deep, deep browns. Well, not all of it. Obviously, Sirchester and Route 10 are icy areas, and they try to emphasize this with really, really cold colours like blues and whites. But the rest of the region, from the rolling hills to the red brickwork to the dusty bowl, all have this really warm palette. Warm colours create a naturally cozy atmosphere, which is why living rooms in fancy houses are often coloured a darker red. It makes them feel smaller and therefore cozier. The brickwork and exposed wood of the architecture all over Galar is just emblematic of this Hygge. I mean, just look the word up on Instagram. Tell me the word of Galar doesn't visually slip right into all of this. I don't really have much to say on the subject. This is a very visual point, and I've been showing footage of this game the entire video, so I guess it kind of speaks for itself. All in all, this game is full of Hygge, a phrase which, if you remember, was described as socializing for introverts, and for Pokémon, a single-player game that's all about befriending a team and doing great, cool things with them. That's exactly what it needs to be, right? Series creator Satoshi Tajiri stated that his intention with Pokémon was to bring the same joy he found when collecting bugs as a child. He found this soothing, as well as bringing him joy. It brought him comfort, as well as happiness. He was feeling Hygge while he was collecting these bugs. And now these new games have perfectly captured this feeling for the rest of us. Oh, and all the healthcare is free, and the main antagonists are like capitalism and fossil fuels and the monarchy, which is really, really cool. That doesn't have a lot to do with the video, but I just thought I'd just chuck a bit of leftism in there at the end. You gotta get in there somewhere. Thank you everyone for coming and watching this video. It's a little different to everything I do is a little different now. I just make a clusterfuck of content. But this sort of reflects back on the Warrior Cats video and how comfy escapes are, you know, we need them. They're good, they have their place. And I just really wanted to talk about the new Pokemon game. So, again, thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out. If you liked this video, my Ko-fi, my Patreon, my Twitch links are all down in the description. Please, I strongly urge you to click any one of those. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flop, and love you, bye.